6:43 exactly, everybody. A sunrise about 40 minutes behind us now. That was officially at 6:04. And you can see some daylight reflecting off the buildings in Grand Rapids. We've got a hazy start to the day, and we're going to build in some additional clouds as we go forth this morning because there is a complex of showers and thunder showers approaching. It is in a diminishing phase. It will be in a diminishing phase over the next few hours, but we're going to get a fair amount of clouds from those and even the possibility for a few showers here as early as late morning, especially to the northwest of Grand Rapids. Temperatures on the board running from the upper 50s to the lower 60s there down to the south, including Benton Harbor, Three Rivers, and Coldwater. These are dew points, a measure of the amount of water vapor in the air. When you get to 60, especially 65, that's when you can really feel the humidity. But we don't have any winds around this morning, so oftentimes when you have no winds, it doesn't take as high of a threshold of dew point to actually feel some of that humidity. Nonetheless, those dew points will get back into the mid-60s by late morning and into this afternoon, helping to fuel a couple of these showers and thunder showers. Sounds worse by my verbiage than it'll actually be. The coverage won't be great, but I can't rule out that we can get wet for a brief time here going forward, late morning and afternoon. There's those light winds. Here's the Friday planner. An isolated shower, thunder shower here at noontime, 81 call it. Officially, I'm going a high of 83. We'll sneak that in, say, by mid-afternoon and then start to fall back a little bit as this cold front comes through and then exits, bringing down some cooler air and, more importantly, drier air for the upcoming weekend. So weekend sunshine and mid to upper 70s and then some heat. I mean, full throttle heat Monday into especially Tuesday when we'll get into the lower 90s at that time. The humidity will increase, not so much Monday, but on Tuesday. And actually, the humidity will carry into Wednesday as the temperatures fall back because the remnants of Tropical Depression Cristobal have a good shot to be somewhere nearby. The exact track of that system still up in the air. Nobody could tell you where it's going to go, but close enough nearby where we got to watch it for somebody within the Midwest to get some impressive rains. To be honest with you, taking a consensus of modeling this morning, the heaviest of the rains likely will fall out to our west, but that's not a guarantee. We've got to keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. We're in the warm sector of this latest system, low pressure over Ontario, dragging a cold front down to the southwest, and there's actually an upper level disturbance helping to invigorate some of these showers and thunder showers out through Wisconsin at the current time. That cluster will continue to approach through 9, 10, 11 o'clock this morning. Majority of the models do weaken that, but it is going to hold together, I think, enough, certainly to bring us a lot of clouds and even a few showers as early as late morning, early afternoon. Here's a look at those temperatures over the next several days. As talked about, we spike early week, then start to fall back a bit, and should be on the cooler side, at least for a day or two later next week. But looking at the models this morning, there's actually signs that we may start to warm up again through that following weekend and into the following week. Stay tuned on that. There's been a lot of changes in those models in the long term over the past several days, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Future Track HD nonetheless does show you that area of wet weather over Wisconsin. It does really diminish it here as it approaches and crosses Lake Michigan. I think that's fairly accurate. It may hold together a little bit better than shown there. So some wet weather at times today. Again, the focus is late morning into the afternoon. Won't be raining at all times, certainly, and there will be some sunshine sneaking in there as well, but also a fair amount of clouds dimming that sunshine. Enough, though, that we do get into the lower 80s. Future Track model overnight tonight into tomorrow. There is no sign of rainfall and minimal clouds through the weekend. Mike and Nicole, this is great weather. Mid-70s at least, I think, and then we start to crank it up early next week. 92 I've got by Tuesday.
All right, local